I want to talk to you guys about your strategies throughout, because you all had very different strategies. Some of you stayed very quiet. Some of you were really outgoing, really out there with your thoughts. I want to talk to you about your strategies and what you thought worked and what you thought didn't work, what you would change going into a second season. So we'll start with Diana.
Well, obviously my strategies didn't get me very far. But it was to be loud and obnoxious. And
I think we got that.
to me. Yes. Good. So then my strategies worked in a way. And just, I don't know. I knew that being myself was just going to happen, and it did. So I thought that kind of distracted people because they thought I was sabotaging things, but in essence I wasn't. So, yeah.
Carly?
I didn't have a strategy at all.
You made it to which episode? 6?
I couldn't be bothered to come up with one. It was kind of funny because everyone, when we'd sit around the table, we're talking about all their strategies and all the stuff, and I was just like, I want to get this day over with. But I had a lot of fun. It was awesome.
All right, no strategy.
Yes.
Mike?
All right, I went into the game thinking that I could be really tricky and make everybody think that I was the saboteur, but I got caught up in the game, and I really, in the end, there was no strategy. I gave up exemptions for no reason.
There was one really telling part where you gave up the chance for an exemption and instead ran and stopped the other group from losing points to the pot. That really won over a lot of viewers, made you kind of a fan favorite for taking that. But at the same time, but at the same time, do you think you got too into the game and weren't able to cast suspicion on yourself by the end of it?
I think then my whole idea that I don't need it. If I remember, it wasn't that episode that I lost.
No, you lost the 5th episode.
I was totally confident that I didn't need it, so I just didn't take it, and that was probably a bad idea. But I was also was on my way to the union, so I was on that runner's high.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to stop for anything, so I didn't.
You were running
flying.
downhill.
It was tough for me to catch up to you to ask you whether or not you wanted the exemption. Jason.
I remember the first day, I was late, and a lot of people wrote that in their journals. But were all keeping Jason was late.
I don't think it was just the first day. I think you were late quite a few
actually,
times.
that was my strategy.
That was your strategy.
Oh yeah. So I'll just come late every day, and people think I'm suspicious. And that's what got voted me least likely, or least likable character.
Least likable, that's right.
I voted
that
myself
about
that
that?
actually. So I was like, maybe I'll have an exemption or something. I just shot myself in the foot. But
You voted yourself least liked character.
yeah. Everything else with the episodes had to do with the exemptions. Oh well, I guess they want to keep the least liked character. I don't know. But that was my strategy.
All right. Bennett?
My strategy was to use my raw sex appeal and beautiful eyebrows to charm my way through the game, and it worked until episode 2. Episode 1 and 2 were filmed in one day.
So you
8 hours.
That doesn't make you feel very good,
You
does
Not
it?
at all.
charmed Diana out, but after that it just hit a wall.
that was it.
Okay.
I felt that.
No, I always told myself on the quizzes that I was going to go a narrative between 3 people for the first quiz, but I never actually did that. I went into the room and I wound up answering all for one person, and I didn't realize until I left the room that I had done that. So,
Talk to me about the quizzes. Was it? I mean, it's easy to talk about it before you get in there, but once you get in there, how tough is that?
Really difficult.
They were really I didn't know any of the answers, and keeping a journal wouldn't have helped at all. So
Yeah.
What is their favorite candy bar?
yeah, there were 100 different options.
Yeah.
I lied about where I was from. I told everyone I was from Syracuse, but on my sheet I wrote down Marietta, which is actually where I'm from. It's outside of Syracuse. So everyone thought that I lived in Syracuse.
A couple of you guys did that. You favorite candy, lied about favorite candy, things like that, which is an interesting strategy. But those quizzes are tough.
My favorite part of the quizzes was the angle, the camera angle.
Oh, did you enjoy the camera angle where it puts you all right there?
Yeah.
It looks really creepy. Yeah, that's. All right. Any other questions? Any other things that happened during the show that you want answered? Secrets that maybe you wanted answered that couldn't be, besides who the saboteur is and who the winner is at this point?
I'd like to know the 5 people I tied with. But that's not an option.
I don't have that information, but you tied with 5 people, so the majority of the cast you tied with.
But I want to know so I can Truck him down.
So
All right.
I
Anything else?
I still think you're the saboteur.
I still think I'm the saboteur.
Yeah.
That was.
Most of the problems on set were caused by you.
Thanks, Carly. All right.
Love you, Sam.
And yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. It's time to go to another commercial break. When we return, we will have predictions as to who the winner is and who the saboteur is, and then the moment you've all been waiting for, revealing who's the saboteur, who's the winner, and who's the loser. Right now, sitting backstage, Amanda, Morgan, and Eric are sitting backstage wondering that same question. So stay tuned, because Sabotage finale will continue after this. To the Sabotage finale. Again, we are going to reveal the winner, the loser, and the saboteur tonight. And right now, I have our ex-contestants sitting by, talking to us about the show. Mike, there was something you wanted to say while we were in break?
Yeah, actually, I kind of want to move because my friends just told me that they can't see me because my friend Eric, his huge head is in the way.
Really?
I can't really move. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, Eric, get your giant dome piece out of the way. All right. Well, we're getting down to the time you've all been waiting for, which is
revealing the winner, the loser, and the saboteur. But before we do that, I want your predictions, your final predictions, having seen the episodes, having known each other through this show. And I hope, have you guys established friendships you didn't have before through this show?
Yes.
All right, good. Mediocre? All right.
You wouldn't be able to make it through calc if I wasn't there.
We're both doing so well.
All right, now it's time for you guys to give your predictions, the winner and the saboteur. We'll start with Diana.
Okay. Personally, I think that Amanda. Well, I don't know. I know Amanda. I would be completely shocked if she was a saboteur. Completely. So she's either winning or losing. I would like her to win. I mean, I like Morgan and everything, but I like Amanda a little bit better. So then that narrows it down to the saboteur being either Morgan, who I would completely think so, or Eric. Because Morgan's very, suspicious or whatever, but Eric's also suspicious, but in a different way. I'm sorry, I'm not being really specific here. I was only on one episode listening to that, so, okay, I'm done.
So who's your pick between Eric and Morgan?
I would say Eric, because everyone else is saying Eric.
A crowd follower. Okay.
Yeah.
So since Caroline and Kevin predicted Eric, Diana's prediction is Eric.
Eric. I thought it was Eric from day one, and then I was stupid and switched to Amanda, I think, and then I got eliminated, which was really awesome. So I think it's Eric. I know it's Eric. And I think that Morgan is going to win. I really think it's possible that either of them could win because they're kind of an alliance, so I think they both know just as much as the other and everything. So yeah, I think it's Morgan. Or Morgan's going to win.
Is it possible that alliance survived because the saboteur was one of the two and wanted the other one to stay in? Is that a possibility that's crossed your minds at this point?
Well, that would be cheating. If they said, I'm the saboteur.
Well, no, not saying that, but
I don't
keeping...
think they're above cheating.
I gotta say, I agree.
So. Yeah, I mean, it would...
All right, fair
They're
enough.
both hardcore competitors. They're not here to make friends.
All right, fair enough.
They have black souls.
Mike?
I don't think I ever once voted Morgan for the saboteur, and I would be very surprised. I still kind of think it was Eric. I always flip-flop between Eric and Amanda, and then in the beginning I always thought it was Carly, but I realized she's not that good at lying, so okay, sorry. So I'm gonna say Eric, because I always did.
Okay, another Eric vote. Jason?
Yeah, I'm Eric too. Because
Wow.
Day one, we had the scavenger hunt challenge. And one of the things was me and Joe Green.
Uh-huh.
And I got that, and Eric was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then, after getting to know Eric, after I got eliminated, he's an enormous sports fan. And anyone that knows anything about sports knows who me and Joe Green is. And I find it, shocking that he didn't get that if he knows so much about sports.
Who do you think the winner is?
Flip the coin, Morgan.
Morgan. Winner? Mike?
Oh God, I hope it's Amanda. I hope it's Amanda.
All right. And finally, last but not least, Bennett.
Morgan's gonna win because I